Nigeria, Germany signs $500 million pact for renewable energy, gas export. Governor Bello begins construction of Uhuodo-Obangede-Okaito Road. Israel, Hamas agrees deal for release of Gaza hostages. And in sports, Brazil suffers third straight loss after 1-0 home defeat to Argentina. This is the MLC TV Global News, reaching you live from the city of Lokoja, the confluent state of Nigeria. I am Joshua Adenoi. Thanks for joining us. Nigeria and Germany has expanded their partnership as they signed two memorandum of understanding (MOU) on the supply of gas from Nigeria to Germany and for $500 million worth of renewable energy projects in Nigeria. A statement by the special advisor to the president on media and publicity, Ajuri Ngilale, explained that President Bola Tinubu, during the signing of the MOU at the 10th German-Nigerian Business Forum in Berlin, Germany, said with a resilient democracy, Nigeria is well primed to attract foreign direct investments. Welcoming the new deal, President Tinubu assured German businesses that Nigeria's stable political landscape, foreign investments into the country are secured. The signing of the MOUs was between Riverside LNG of Nigeria and Johannes Schwartz Energy Import AG of Germany on the gas export partnership, while the other signed pact brought together Union Bank of Nigeria and DWS Group on cooperation in renewable energy. The Police Service Commission (PSC) has backed the directive of the Inspector General of Police, Olukayode Egbetokun, asking policemen at the age of 60 and those who have spent 35 years in service to immediately tender their letters of voluntary retirement. The spokesperson of the PSC, Ikechukwu Ani, while speaking with newsmen, noted that failure of the affected officers to proceed on retirement is a breach of public service rule. The PSC urged the affected police officers to obey the IG's directive and proceed on retirement. Meanwhile, the police force public relations officer, Olumuyiwa Adejobi, has denied knowledge of such order by the Inspector General of Police, claiming that the IG didn't give such directive. The Minister of Defense, Badaru Abubakar, has assured of President Bola Tinubu's commitment to the revitalization and capacitation of the AJAOKUTA Steel Company to enable it produce military hardware to support the fight against insecurity in Nigeria. The minister gave the assurance when he received the Minister of Steel Development, Prince Shuaibu Abubakar Audu, and the Managing Director of AJAOKUTA Steel Company, Sumaila Akaba, at the Ship House, Ministry of Defense in Abuja. Badaru said the company was known for the local production of military hardware, noting that there was need to partner with the Ministry of Steel Development as 80 to 90% of what was required for the production of military hardware was steel. He stated that strengthening the company to produce military hardware instead of relying on foreign production would boost the nation's fight against insurgency and other related crimes. To actualize the revitalization of the company, the minister directed that a technical committee be set up to determine what to produce, the raw materials needed, costs of reviving the production center, and as well to determine source of funding. The Minister of Steel Development, Prince Shuaibu Abubakar, said that reviving AJAOKUTA Steel Company will be a game changer to the industrial sector and the country's economy. Prince Shuaibu expressed belief that when the right initiatives are in place, AJAOKUTA Steel will be revived and work will resume within the first 4 years of the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's led administration. He stated that the company had about 48 production units, and one of such units was for production of military hardware, adding that if the Ministry of Defense collaborates with the company, it will have the capacity to produce military hardware that the nation will need. Kogi State Governor Bello has initiated the construction of the Uhuodo-Obangede-Okaito Road, addressing ease of neglect. A statement by the Chief Press Secretary to the Governor, Onugu Muhammad, explained that the development will enhance transportation and socio-economic activities in the Central Senatorial District of the state. He noted that the commitment reflects the governor's dedication to the welfare of the people of the state until the last moments of Bello's administration. The ongoing construction involves key elements like culverts, bridges, and road section, with tech engineering firm actively engaged. The Senate President, Godswill Akpabio, has named the newly sworn-in Senator, Natasha Ododo, as the chairperson of the Senate Committee on Local Content and vice chairperson of the Committee on Steel. Akpabio also named 14 other senators as chairman and vice chairman of different committees. They include Steel, Patrick Ndubweze, chairman; Natasha Ododo, vice chairman; Tourism, Shuaibu Isa Lau, chairman; Ireti Kingigbe, vice chairman; Interparliamentary Affairs, Jimo Ibrahim, chairman; State and Local Government Affairs, Binos Yaroe, chairman; Francis Fadaunsi, vice chairman, among others. Senator Akpabio charged the committee chairman, vice, and all members to live up to expectations in the discharge of their duties. We go on a short break now. We'll be right back.
MLC TV Online is here. For your timely and reliable news that reaches you fast with the breaking news, choose MLC TV. Get human interest stories right here on MLC TV with entertainment, sports, business, culture, tourism, and fashion news stories all featured on MLC TV. Not forgetting political and current affairs news, state and federal government and people's matters will be discussed regularly on MLC TV. MLC TV, your one-stop online destination for unbiased, accurate news, entrepreneur ideas, and youth matters to the rest of the world. MLC TV, reaching everywhere, informing everyone.
Glad to know you are still there. Civil society groups and students have called on Governor Bello to extend the tenure of Dr. Solomon Nuhu Anyegu as the Provost, Kogi State College of Health Sciences and Technology, IDA. At a joint press conference at the institution, the group said Dr. Anyegu, who was appointed on 25th January 2016, has in no small measure contributed positively to the progress of the college. Led by Ajibodi Muniru Majeibo, popularly called Aluta Tompolo, said the extension of Anyegu's tenure will bring about more positive development to the institution. Our reporter has the detail.
The civil society groups, comprising of Competent Governance for Accountability and Civic Trust, Kogi State Youth Parliament, Kogi Decide Movement, and the National Association of Nigeria Students, NANS, said the call for the extension of Dr. Solomon Nuhu's tenure became necessary in view of his various achievements in the college and the need for continuity. Aluta Tompolo, who is the convener of the Competent Governance for Accountability and Civic Trust, noted that the appointment of Dr. Nuhu by Governor Bello as the provost of the college in 2016 was a square peg in a square hole, stressing that an extension of his tenure will in no small measure lead the college to greater heights.
Students, youth, and civil society group came together to assess the infrastructural facelift and academic excellence in Kogi State College of Health Science and Technology, IDA. And I can say without fear of favor of any intimidation from any angle that 7 years ago we know how Egypt was, but today we are no longer in Egypt. We are proceeding to Dubai. History will not forgive us if we refuse to give kudos to the workaholic provost of Kogi State College of Earth Science and Technology, Dr. Comrade Uhuodo-Obangede-Okaito, led management of 7 years. On behalf of the management, appreciate and commend him for his efforts, zeal, and enthusiasm made towards the development of this institution. We must confirm that it is not just a mere hearsay, but an achievement glaring to the eyes of all. But the different infrastructure development being put in place for the comfortability of students, ease of learning, and encourage genuine development efforts in community healthcare sector in the state, by extension Nigeria. It is with this, we call for this joint press conference to call on the governor, the executive governor, the 5th youthful executive governor of Kogi State, Governor Adoza Bello, commander of the Order of the Niger, to extend the tenure of the Provost, College of Earth Science and Technology, Dr. Comrade Uhuodo-Obangede-Okaito, so as to consolidate on the successful development drive of the institution.
The member representing Kogi State Youth Parliament, Ida constituency, Musa Afar, Director of Gender, NANS Kogi State Chapter, Adiza Baba, and the speaker representing the student of the College of Health Sciences and Technology, Ida Shuaibu Ilyasu, extolled the sterling leadership qualities of the provost, stressing that an extension of his tenure will be appreciated by all.
Dr. Comrade Uhuodo-Obangede, he has excellently done well in the aspect of administration and administrative role, education, and infrastructure. There are high level of evidences that the provost has done well.
Few years back, if you step your foot into this environment, you don't like it. But here we are today, the entrance alone will identify the wonderful work that the provost of this institution have done. And we are urging the government to extend his tenure for the grace of the student and for his powerful work he has done.
Through the community entirely leading back to this our institution, we ask His Excellency to retain him back, even with the students also liking to remain.
The immediate past Secretary General of NANS, Omede Onuche Sunday, amongst others, urged the provost to continue in his good works and prayed to God to make the governor see reasons why his tenure should be extended.
We're actually pleased with the administration of Dr. Uhuodo-Obangede-Okaito. We are pleased with him because in his short stay in the institution, there are courses that were not accredited. Today, they are accredited and they are even running it as a 4-year course, ND and HND courses within the school. And it is on that note that we are passing a vote of confidence on him.
Ever since Dr. Uhuodo-Obangede-Okaito has assumed office as the provost of the college, we have seen a lot of infrastructural development and academic excellence from the students. New courses was introduced during his tenure, like dental surgery, epidemiology and disease control, food hygiene, health promotion, and
These and more are the reasons why civil society groups are seeking for the extension of the tenure of the provost, believing that such gestures from the governor will enable him continue with the good works he has been doing in the institution. I am Paprella Onwalu, reporting for MLC TV.
On the foreign scene, Israel's government and Hamas has agreed to a 4-day pause in fighting to allow the release of 50 hostages held in Gaza and exchange for 150 Palestinians imprisoned in Israel and the entry of humanitarian aid into the besieged enclave. Officials from Qatar, which has been mediating secret negotiations, as well as the United States, Israel and Hamas have been saying a deal was imminent. Hamas is believed to be holding more than 200 hostages taken when its fight surged into Israel on October 7th, killing 1,200 people, according to Israel's tallies. A statement by Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's office said 50 women and children will be released over 4 days. during which there will be a pause in fighting. For every additional 10 hostages released, the pause will be extended by another day, it said, without mentioning the release of Palestinian prisoners in exchange. Hamas said 50 hostages will be released in exchange for 150 Palestinian women and children who are held in Israel jails. The truce deal will also allow hundreds of trucks of humanitarian, medical, and fuel aid to enter Gaza, the Palestinian group said in a statement. According to authorities in Gaza, the accord is the first truce of a war in which Israeli bombardment have flattened streets of Hamas-ruled Gaza, killed 13,300 civilians in the tiny, densely populated enclave, and left about two-thirds of its 2.3 million people homeless. In sports, Sporting Lagos have been charged for breaching the framework and rules of Nigeria Premier Football League in the course of their match against Heartland last Sunday. The Lagos club breached rules after their supporters threw objects onto the pitch during the course of the match, as the club have been fined 1 million naira for failing to provide adequate security and are directed to pay the fine within 14 days to avoid further sanctions. The club have been ordered to implement an effective match-day security arrangement and organize a reorientation program for their supporters, and warned that any reoccurrence of the offense will lead to stiffer sanctions. Meanwhile, Sporting Lagos have 48 hours from the date of this notice of sanction to appeal. World champions Argentina has recorded a historic 1-0 win against rivals Brazil in Athens 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifier inside the Maracanã Stadium on Tuesday night. Former Manchester City defender Nicolas Otamendi scored the only goal of the game in the 63rd minute after jumping to head home a corner. It's now third straight defeat of Brazil, who had lost to Uruguay and Colombia going into the game against Argentina. Argentina leads South American World Cup qualifying with 15 points from 6 games, while Brazil is in the 6th position. And that is the size of our package for today. Do support us by subscribing to our YouTube channel, Malachite TV. Like and follow our Facebook page, MLC TV, MLC TV 2, MLC TV Yoruba, and Ebiravabe MLC TV. Instagram, MLC TV 2021. X handle, Malachite TV, and TikTok, Malachite_TV. For your event coverage, appearance on any of our programs, contributions, comments, advert placement, or sponsorship, please call or send SMS to any of our numbers displayed on your screen. Join Malachite TV online on weekends to watch our various programs. Saturday 7 p.m. Political Arena, Sunday 6 p.m. Women's World, and Monday 9 a.m. The Opinion. It's Malachite TV, reaching everywhere, informing everyone. Please continue to be a brother's keeper to build a happier and better society together. I am Joshua Adenoy. Thanks for watching.